Hello everybody, Washoot here, and welcome to Caster's Trap, an RPG Maker horror game by TheOdie / Nightmare Pug. Without further ado, there's a cabin in the woods, and nobody else in the village knows that it's there. A cabin? Like you had a dream? What? Where were we last night? We did go a bit deeper than usual, but others would have seen it too. You sure you didn't just imagine things? I know we shouldn't have left ahead of you. It's annoying. Everyone thinks it's because... Leave him alone. I'm sure it's because his grandfather passed recently. Yeah, but wouldn't ignoring it only make things worse? But it was there. It was clearly there. Son, come here. Just to be certain, this wasn't something you and your grandfather came up with, correct? Honey, maybe we can let this go. He and my father were close after all. At least he's interacting again. And yet the cabin was gone the next day. But how could that have been possible? Really, dude, you brought us back here again to look at twigs? Well, we're here. How about we play some of Manhunt instead? I'm down. It beats staring at trees. Something must have happened. Could there be a secret hiding in these woods? Huh? You think there are some ancient secret hidden in this village? And not really something I would know. Well, there's my wife's cooking. Certainly some ancient secret there, and not the good kind either. Ha! But why that night? What was special about it? Hey dude, you still looking for the invisible cabin? If you're trying to start rumors, you should come up with a monster instead. What about a tall and slender guy without a face? Oh, and what if he wore a suit? Dude, that's dumb. You know what's cool? Wolf people. Wolf people, you still getting tucked into bed at night? Oh yeah, says the guy who dresses up like a bloodsucker every Halloween. They're trying to help, but this isn't about coming home up with some rumor. A creature of the night? A person who transforms under the full moon. That night. Could it really? It was a full moon night. And tonight's. You want to go back into the woods tonight? Kinda last minute, man. We're not mentioned we have that 1,000-word essay due in the morning. No way, dude, that hike took us forever. Besides, those trails were awful. Sorry, even if our assignments weren't due tomorrow, you know I couldn't go out on a school night. So be it. Son, no, this is getting out of hand. You're certainly not going out tonight. I know things haven't been the same since he left us. Don't forget, he was my father too. Trust me, I miss him as much as you do. That's how it is. And this is not about him. This is about... It's just about the cabin. F. Oh. Oh, making sure that I turn on my flashlight. I see. Where to start? Oh, I know where to start. Let's try leaving. Nope. The door seems to be locked. That's, not good. I suppose. Well, let's see. Main objectives are required to progress the game. Alright. Tracking can be removed by selecting... Oh my, quite involved. Very interesting. Alright. Main objective, investigate the cabin. Alright. Oh, we can fail! Just like real life. Alright. What do we got going on here? Cute little bear rug. Very stylish. Whose cabin is this, and why are we here, and why is it only available in moonlight? A rather old-looking lantern. Inside are blue crystals. How strange. Huh. Alright, what we got here? What an odd fireplace. Examine the objects. Light the fire? Let's just do this one. Sitting on the shelf is a vase holding a twig, some silver-colored rocks, and a basket with more twigs. Dude, your friend was right. There's nothing but twigs here. The kettle hangs above some firewood in the open pit. It doesn't seem like the firewood has been used. Light it. These silver-colored rocks might hold some value. Oh. Okay. What if it turns out that there's just vampires and werewolves inside the cabin and we're gonna be using all of these objects to just fend things off? Okay. Before we light the fire, how do you say... Oh, okay. Save. Whoa. How many do we get? We only get 8. Oh, no. It's okay. I'm gonna have to prioritize this time. Let's try lighting it. You do not have the materials to light the fire. Alright. A book on a tree stump. What a strange choice of decor. The open page shows what looks like a rough sketch on one side and an array of symbols on the other. Flipping the page reveals more of the same symbols. Could this be some sort of foreign or perhaps ancient language? The page with the image could be worth investigating. Oh my god. What happened here? Salt? Maybe salt will burn the spirits. Where am I gonna find salt? There's a musty stench coming from these old books. The writing seems to be of some strange language. Okay, so I'm getting that either that this cabin obviously has really old stuff in it, or maybe they were foreigners. The sack feels hardened as if molded to whatever it had contained inside. Okay. Are we a talk twice thing? No. Dusty kitchenware. They look like they could have come from the Metal Age. Oh, okay. So definitely something going on with time, maybe. Alright. Odd. To the left of the doorknob is a hole roughly the size of a cup. Look inside. It's too dark to see. Put the flashlight so it shines through it. Yes. Thank you for giving me the option. I was going to be frustrated. Nothing. It looks as if there's a wooden bench pressed against the end of the room. What? What a build-up for nothing. Saving. Can I just kick it open? I look like a strong lad. Your light reveals... Okay. Fit your hand through. The hole is not large enough. Maybe we can stick something else through the hole. Some barrels. A handwritten note, but not in any language you've seen, but okay, different language. These symbols do not appear to be in the same written language as the books examined previously in the cabin. Oh. Huh. Here's a clue. Shelf containing several oddities, from a bone inside a jar to a cauldron. Though what stands out the most is the thin, empty jar. This brings back memories. The jar? Or what's in the jar? Whether it's spice, jerky, or even a bit of ham, you can catch yourself a butterfly or throw a spider out the room. Listen here, kiddo, there just isn't anything better equipped in life than a small pocket-sized jar. Ha! What are we gonna put in the jar? How would a jar come in handy in a place like this? Was that our grandpa? I think it had a sepia tone. It reminded me of a flashback. Grab the jar. There doesn't seem to be a use for the jar right now. Your grandpa just said that you never know when it'll be useful. Put it in your pocket. Pocket jar. On the shelves, okay, bottles labeled strange language. Do not make them inviting to collect, alright. Labeled on each jar is a handwritten note, okay. On the middle shelf are several old sacks. One contains a musky beige powder, another a rotten mixture of black and yellow, and third, some brownish grains, and lastly, clumpy brown rocks. There's also a basket containing a rotten twig. How could any of these be of use? Oh, wait, pick up the salt, dude. I want to put the salt into the jar. I saw something that made me think that that would be a good idea. Blue crystals inside a vintage lantern. Good for carrying water. All right, remember that bucket is there. Oh, wait. There's a light on your flashlight managed to reflect a glint coming from a crystal shard. On one hand, it could be diamonds. On the other, it could be a clump of salt and dirt. Lots of crystals in here. Probably the latter. Alright, before we go up the stairs, I guess let's try each of the bottom floor. I think there was a place over here. Nope, was it up? Oh, there's a lot to explore here. Hold on. Maybe I'll try the rest of the bottom floor first. Hello, mysterious hole in the wall. Let's talk to the painting first. A large portrait of a young lady beside a young teenage girl. Their attire matches the dated aesthetics of this cabin. Huh. Kind of cute. The one on the right looks about 3 years younger than you, while the one on the left looks about that much older. Okay. What about the giant hole? He's too distracted with the cute girls. Pushing the door felt no different. Okay. Odd, it doesn't seem to have a rock on its hinges. Kick it. Man kick. Further inspect the door. There are strange sigil-like etchings inscribed across the door. Who could have carved these? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh my. What in the world is this puzzle? The The solution to this lock might be possible with a bit of trial and error. Okay, it's telling me to keep trying. Oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Step into the best. Whoa, look at that. Well, unfortunately, I want to see if I accidentally didn't go up those stairs. Let's go ahead and... Oof. Do I want a game end for that? There we go. Just a quick look. Was there stairs here and I'm stupid? Those aren't stairs, that's a wall. Whoops. I feel very unsafe without this flashlight working. Let's see. What if we just didn't touch it? What if we just left? A statue of a cloaked figure stands in the middle of a hexagram, exuding an air of confidence and strength with its overall posture. Held high in its hand is a blue orb, with an unsettling yet somehow calming blue glow. Touch the statue. The statue feels cold and hard. Where are you touching it? Good to know it's only a statue and not an actual person in disguise. What an okay, take the orb. Thank you. I found some crystals. Oh, much better. It was a light. Several logs sit atop a bed of ashes. Having a light would be nice. What happened to our magical blue light we just had? Huh. Solid but simple wooden chair, its imperfect edges suggest the craftsmanship was by man and not machine. Other than that, the straight back and flat seats screams discomfort. Ah, old things and their lack of lumbar support. As I sit with horrible posture in my computer chair. Oh, this looks of interest. Flashlight is sitting on top. Take it. Thank you. Straw bed, huh? Where the heck are we? What the... Do we have the orb? There doesn't seem to be anything on top or below the table. Okay, well. What about the book? Oh, it's... Oh, okay. It's through the chair. Sorry. What an odd room. And we're locked. Judges the room and it says you can't leave. Let's try under the bed. Oh, okay. Was this key always here? Obtained a brass key. Is this the same room? Nope, this one's got a girl. Young lady with a set of beautiful blonde curls. She looks like she could be about a decade older, yet that does not seem to bother you at all. Pretty young lady. Strange symbols written across the page. Is this some form of... Okay. Definitely an ancient language. Maybe we're going to get a companion that can read. That would certainly be useful with all the things. Perfectly sized stump to accompany the chairs. What an odd choice of decor, yet somehow fitting. It's a cabin, dude. That felt strangely familiar. Do it again. Maybe parts of our life are being brought into the cabin? That's all I can think of. If it seems familiar, unless it's doing that nostalgia trick. Still locked. Uh-oh. Seems like there's two voices are coming from behind the door. A cabin? There is no cabin. Cabin in the woods? No. Who told you that story? The voices have stopped. But is the door still locked? Yep. But who could be behind the door? Ask the voices to open it. Hello. Where did this chest come from? There's no lock on the chest, but for some reason it's been sealed shut. Perhaps inspecting it from another angle would reveal some sort of secret. Maybe my foot stomping on it could reveal something too. There's small symbols engraved on the front of the chest. Oh no. Thank you. You found brass key. Mm-hmm. There are actual words on this page. Not only that, but the handwriting seems... No one believes me. Just because my parents were raised here, they think they know everything about this village. The few friends I have think I'm crazy, and now the rest of my class thinks I'm a weirdo. But I swear I saw it. It was right there. But then it wasn't. How does that make sense? The moon! It was a full moon that night. But how is that possible? How does a full moon cause an entire cabin to magically appear? None of this makes sense, and no one will believe me. Fine, I'll go by myself and bring something back. They'll have to believe me then. Okay. This fireplace. Why is this happening? Okay, so we're definitely perhaps constructing objects in this cabin from our memory? Is that what I'm getting? Why does this look so familiar? This time there seems to be something long and solid inside. For whatever reason, there's a force holding it back. Is it fear? What? No matter how hard you try, you cannot find yourself to open the bag. What? Be a man. What? Looking at it a second time, the writing of these books is different from last time. Well, then read them. Oh, it's just different. Okay, I get it. Empty. At least there isn't a spider. There's no telling how old the water could be. Gross. New illness. Unlocked. Oh. Where's the door? Take the orb. No, I'm not gonna. Oh, we staying zoomed in. You will take the orb. You cannot do anything. Okay, I'll take the orb. Okay. Crystal orb obtained. Elucidate. What an unusual yet. Okay. Let's see what we got. Perhaps the blue orb's glow will shine something. Maybe it will let us leave. Hey, look at that. Cute. The chair? Maybe he's talking about the rug. Oh my goodness, for a fourth time. It looks like a little hat. An iron lantern that looks like it came from, okay, some very old lantern. There are crystals of similar color to the orb that are locked inside. Touch it. Touch them together. Touch the pieces. Oh, the symbols on the page suddenly faded into words that can be understood. A gift to you, the orb you've inquired so much. Consider it a family heirloom. Though we may not be by blood, these 2 years have felt you no further than a daughter of mine. Locked inside holds ancestral powers of my family, seals, both to lock and reveal. Give it a try, my prodigal daughter. For upon my return, we have a lot to discover. Happy birthday! Perhaps there is more to the orb than a glowing crystal. Huh. Maybe that was our mom. Was the blonde lady in the portrait the mother who's... Oh, maybe it was... Sure. One more time. No. Could this orb and the crystals inside somehow be related? Imagine a spiritual link between the two and focus. No, there's no correlation. Of course. Whoa. That's what a good-looking doll. Looks just like me. How did that get there? We're embarrassed by it. Okay, I'm leaving now. That I've summoned a doll. Huh. Oh. Um. I just want to see what happens if I just don't. Do I die? Oh my god. Massacred. Very interesting. An enormous portrait of a hideous creature seems to have appeared. It's only a portrait, but the realistic details, its gaping mouth and its piercing eyes, make it an otherworldly creature feel so real. I think it killed me? I'm not sure. It launched me out of whatever the crystal ball thing was. Its gaze makes it difficult to look away. How unsettling. It's, gone. There is only an empty void. Walk through? Yes. Good idea. Her again. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, they are so sorry. Oh my gosh, that actually made me jump. Choose not to immediately take the orb after waking up. Ending branch? Huh, no. We need it. Alright. Well, anyway. Let's see what's going on now. Can we just go back? New symbols have suddenly appeared on the door. Oh boy. Oh, those look a bit more complicated. I'm gonna give up immediately. Perhaps the crystal orb can reveal some clues. Let's do it. What? What was that? The sack feels hard and... okay. We can explore some stuff with this again. Yeah, definitely getting salt is important. Maybe we can fill up the jar now. Okay, there's definitely something there. What's going on? Give me the jar. Nope, not yet. There's a faint blue glow. Oh, okay, maybe we can collect the crystal shards? Boom. Not exactly a diamond, but not exactly salt either. Huh, the crystal is similar to the ones inside those lanterns, but still somehow different. Could this small orb be connected to the crystal as well? Focusing on it can unlock some sort of secret. Let's try it. What does it mean? Oh, there's something here. Something that is locked away. But finding it will be like searching through a thickening fog. Huh. The path forward is unclear. Path forward is unclear as I immediately find it my first try. No. You doubt the crystal alone could stop it for good, but what if with the help of the others? Huh. So we're finding... Welcome to your new home. It may not be anything like the city, but a cabin tucked deep into the woods can be rather cozy. Who knows is certain, but as you've already been told, you hold a tremendous amount of power, Abigail. You may not see it now, but under my tutelage, you will see that you alone have the power to bring light back to our people. Little memory fragment. These are my memories. Who are you, Abigail? I had to shatter them to maintain the seal. Please find all 7. Crystal shard obtained. You can revisit the memories you've collected by pressing F. Okay. The symbols have changed, and it can now be read. Do not combine volcanic soot with aluminum and life's elixir. Will explode. Something like this may come in handy with a certain door. Which door? Which door am I damaging on purpose? Maybe this door? Oh, wait, wasn't there something that was being blocked? Stop it. Whoever's doing that, knock it off. Huh. Oh. The note from the pantry room sparks an idea. We're just gonna ignore the whatever that is? Try it anyway. So if we look that way, so if we just stand here, will she just appear? Let me see. Ah, yeah. Abigail? Is that you? The thin jar looks like it could fit snugly into a certain hole. What's her name again? I forget. Okay. Aluminum and life's elixir. Black and yellow powder? Sulfur? No. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there some water in one of these barrels? Chances are water is life's elixir. Obtain sulfuric acid. Don't put your hand in that. Are we using this? You place the silver-colored rocks into the jar. Impressive. Boop. Oh, it's a toilet. That explains the bench. Reach in. Dude, what are you doing? Don't actually look in there. Nope. Or more like, would rather not, but... Oh, flint and steel. The steel looks barely shaven. Take it. How funny. See, this here boy, grab one of these dead leaves over there. Your grandpa's gonna teach you how to make a fire. Cool, huh, kiddo? My great uncle was one of those hardened folks who'd live out in the woods without any electricity or anything. And in his hut, what he called a cabin was a big earth. You see, unlike you and me, his bed was made of hay. He raised a family of horses, and my grampy would always make fun of him for it, called him the horse's husband. So when we'd visit and he'd have to light the earth, we'd come with a big arm full of hay and hugged up against his chest. He'd say, "You can't do that. What would the horses eat?" And he'd reply, "Glad you feel that way, because these piles of hay here are from your bed." Haha, that wise guy. We're gonna light the fire in the main room. Give me that. What is this? Oh. Interesting. Close it. I don't know what that is. Is it for washing your hands? Huh. Black gunk, foul odor, it's everything to be expected. Oh. 4 symbols glow subtly along the inside walls. How am I gonna remember those? Huh. Can we just light the fire now? Oh, the flint and stone alone is not enough to light the logs. Yeah? The magic log has faded away. I don't want to be here anymore. Saving. Ew, they're gross. You heard of a trash bin? Oh, they're dead. Clumps of straw hay. Oh, that's sad. The hay would make good. Let me just pull that out right from underneath you, Skelly. Clump of hay. Thank you. Not like you're using it. A skeleton. Just noticed it. Why is this there? There's no avoiding it. It has to be searched. But to search an actual human skeleton. Ugh. Your grandpa has a memory about searching a human skeleton? Sooner than later, old Grampy won't be around. Oh, don't look so gloom. You've grown to be a fine boy. When things get tough, just remember to keep one foot in front of the other. And above all, have a bit of courage. This, doubtfully counts, but... Why are we touching the skeleton? Search the bones. What are we looking for in the bones? Just for anything? A clue? Do it. The bones of the skeleton seamlessly form an overall figure of an undisturbed corpse. However, several items can be hidden in the folds and layers of bones. What are the items? No amount of counseling will ever make this moment okay. Oh, we're going for it. The sound of a subtle vibration of the bones grinding against each other is unnerving. Sleep will never be the same. Resting in the center of the rib cage is a knife with a blade no longer than 6 inches. Oh, hell yeah! As useful as it may be, carrying a sharp weapon without a proper sheath calls for accidental trouble. What? Best to leave it alone until it's needed. Well, I think we found how he died. Moving up towards the neck is a pendant. Oh, or she. On its back is yet again that strange language. Happy birthday. Here's a knife in your ribs. Still attached to the body is the right arm of a despaired corpse. Is it your corpse, Abigail? You lift from the forearm, allowing the long, bony fingers to dangle. How discomforting. Wedged between the bones are the wrists is a key attached to a string. Take the key. Yes. The key is yanked and stuck, and the fragile arm drops to cushion itself onto the bed. Iron key obtained. Oh, what a somber feeling. Hopefully its spirit is at rest. Dude, have you not seen the thing? Huh. Much of the shard scattered in the ground in front of it. What about here? Dusty crate is the book's page ripped out. There's no question where those might have went. Can we read them? Okay, notes are scattered across the ground. Writing on the note is similar to the one hanging in the pantry that prepared the explosion. With enough focus, the language can be read. Please forgive me. I cannot leave you. These words are scribbled across all of the pages. All of them? Huh. Several historic dresses that look like they could have come from ancient Rome. If it wasn't for the probable dust mites, this would make a good hiding spot. Oh, crystal shard. Can be seen peeking out from beneath the folds. Are we going to see this poor lady get shanked in the ribs? Maybe... I think it probably makes sense. We'll maybe go all in order once we have them all. Iron key found strapped to the wrist. Oh, strapped around the wrist. Oh. Huh. Oh my god, I think this is the first time I've seen an unlocking animation in an RPG Maker game. This can't be good. Regret is starting to sink in. Beaten down wardrobe. It looks as though the door was ripped around one of the hinges. How is that possible? Yes. Inside the closet is a pile of medieval-like dresses, knightly vestures, and other types of womanly clothing. Panties? Odd. A large flat lens was tucked away in one of the pockets. There's almost indistinguishable blue tint to it. Strange lens obtained. Cool. Just several years of bad luck on the ground. Oh, a broken mirror. Lots of broken mirrors. I'm wondering what the deal is with that. Boop. This hay would make good tinder for a fire. Do we already have hay? Yeah. If we need to feed it a little bit more. Is this a door? Huh. Oh. Ignore all evil. Are we wearing the lens right now? Huh. Boop. Lit the fireplace. Hell yeah. Dude, come on, just chill. Just chill with me a little bit, Ghosty. Huh. Oh, a gem. On top of it rests a spider with a red hourglass symbol on its abdomen. The image of your friends trying to dog dare each other up to the quintuples and beyond comes to mind. Dude, just flick it. Maybe it'll leave on its own. Yeah, alright. Mental note that that's there. Oh, that would actually work well to carry a pile of bones. We're going to put the bones of the person, and then we're going to put it in the fire. We're going to send this lady straight to hell for being so annoying to me. You're going to put the bones in a bucket, you psychopath? This better work. The sick feeling will never go away. Bucket of bones obtained. But we picked up the bones but left the knife. All that remains now are the knife and the pendant. Take them. As for the pendant, taking it feels too disrespectful. Alright. Haha, I got your bones. Am I literally putting it in the fire? Setting the bucket of bones ablaze is not enough to purify the soul. Oh, I get the picture now. Okay. No, salt. Give me salt. Examine the barrel with the spotter multiple times. Yeah, it definitely says salt. Oh. Got a crystal shard. Huh. That was incredible. I can't believe you sealed the bog witch in that thing. Will I be doing this next? Slow down, Abigail. While you may have progressed rather quickly, there is still much for you to learn. Hey, can you seal the Devourer too? To a certain extent, yes. Then why not just seal every Devourer out there? You know as well as I do how that is very much impossible. But what about that mirror you showed me? As convenient as that may sound, it's far too dangerous. They already surpass us when using our own magic. Taking them to a world filled with immeasurable energies could yield disastrous results. Well. What if, magic stopped existing? A silly question that will never happen. But you said it was possible. Imagine taking away a gift you were born with. No one under any circumstance would give that up. I don't think it's that important. Give it time, Abigail. You'll see how significant you really are. This wasn't here before. Boop. What do we got in here? Small and hollow wooden box with metal tines on the top. Ding. Oh, that looks ominous. Peering into the barrel reveals 2 lanterns, except missing their signature bluish crystals. Let's turn off. I'm trying to remember how to do that. No. No. I would turn that off again. G? There we go. Another seal on another door. However, this one seems to be more elaborate. There does not seem to be a way to interact with it. Oh, A sack filled with what appears to be salt. Pour it into your bucket of bones, yeah. There it was the whole time. Iron combination lock. Inspect the box. It's a box. There it is. Dusty and old stuffed bear, adorable. Were you in one of the memories? I think the bog witch was inside of you. Oh, whoa. Hello. Hello. What's your name? Answer. Oh my, you spoke. You actually spoke to me. Well then. How crafty. You cannot see the writing, can you? Oh. Yeah. Well then. Are you gonna tell me? Huh. Stay sharp. Oh, we're loading. Okay. It will auto load to here. We just won't talk to her. Perhaps you will not mind if I follow you around then. Oh, perfect. Move past. Well, well, an instrument for casters is nothing more than an instrument of lies. All it takes is the right spell and your fingers will move all on its own. Uh-huh. Will you not play? You cannot, can you? Say, I can play for it if you would like. All you have to do is ask. Alright. Oh my, you spoke. You actually spoke to me. Well then. Hey. You were gonna play something, you lying. She gonna kill me again? Yeah. Okay. Annoying, yes. I have an idea. How about we work together? I feel like she's just gonna kill me again. Alright, get it over with. It says room before room upstairs. Actually, it says fur room and upstairs. Seems like it was written by an illiterate ape. Did you write it? Lady? Alright. I offer my assistance, yet it's not worth a peep out of you, huh? Well, if you happen to find a music sheet, I may decide to play. It's called a caster's memory seal. Very mediocre and far less to me on a normal day. As nifty as these locks can be, they do come at a price. As a caster dances the air with their funny little hand gestures, so too dances away part of their memories. However, should the seal break, so returns of said memories. Similarly, the reverse is true. Bring the memories of the caster back to the seal, and it will break. They could be objects, phrases, or who knows, even music. My guess is that 3 will do. Good. Find something precious or sentimental value and return them here. She's still following me. Alright, I have salt now. Does that mean that I can do this? Why is she still here? Place bucket. There you go. Salt and burned the apprentice's bones. Oh, what? Something feels missing. Yeah, the bear's gone. Hey. Mouse. What do you think? I find it quite fitting for a silent type like you. Anyway, I have some fun news for you, Mouse. I have deduced that 2 out of the 3 items you are looking for is currently upstairs. Also, you might want to be careful. No point wasting time down here. Off you go. Uh-huh. Alright. Oh my god. What the heck is that thing? Is that the bog witch? Oh. Picking up pieces of bear. I'm alive! I'm alive! Ooh, that was tough. Turn these lights back on. Who put out my fire? The sudden void created during the encounter makes even a lively fireplace feel so empty. I light it. Alright. Where do we pick up that gem now? The foul creature that once guarded the treasure at the depths of the barrel has abandoned its post. Of course. For what else could it be? Thank you. Oh, there was one more piece. I'll just leave that there. Oh, look at you just hanging out. Oh, what do you know? The mouse lives. I mean, Mouse, you're okay. I was so worried about you. Oh, what's the matter, Mouse? You look like as though you have something to say to me. How about this? For your good work, I will allow you to ask me one question. Go on, Mouse. I promise not to hold you accountable. You may not know me, but you can trust that I hold my promises. I don't believe you. I'm hurt. Has your mother not taught you about hurting a lady's feelings? Very well, let's proceed. I believe you might have retrieved an item in exchange for that encounter. Bring it to the seal and rest will play out as it will. Excellent job, Mouse. One of these times, those options are going to be reversed. I'm ready for it. Room before room upstairs. Seriously, it's a no-brainer. My, look at you go. Good job, Mouse. What? I only wish to support you. Your obstinate silence and cold shoulder offends me, Mouse. Music sheet. Alright. Well, here you go. Impress me. It seems you have a music sheet for this. Of course you do. Now let us see. What disgusting music. Hey. Not even gonna thank me? How rude. Well, you know, I would. Lovely space up here. If only we were not in such a predicament, I would spend the time to appreciate it more. Oh, you're following me now? Really now? That's right, we're hanging out. No funny business. Only the sound of the crackling fire fills the otherwise silent cabin. Relax to the fireplace while chatting to the lady. Wait, but we're not talking. Because if we were talking, she would kill me, right? You heading in there, Mouse? I'll just enjoy my time out here. Oh, you don't like going in here? Huh. While not exactly a precious memory, it does seem to reflect a significant turning point in one's life. Oh, thanks. In there, I've seen plenty of that room already. Yawn, you sure enjoy dawdling about, don't you? I suppose you may leave the door open, not like a hole that big will make a difference. You decide to hold the scribbled note up to the seal. Really? An illegible stained piece of scrap. I stand corrected. Very impressive, Mouse. Though at the same time, if you call that a precious memory, I feel rather disgusted to wear this skin. Would you look at that? I must say, Mouse, I truly am impressed right now. Well, no need to dawdle any longer. Surely you must be extremely curious. As soon as you're ready, shall we? Oh, there's a small crystal chunk tucked behind the crate. I think that's all of them. Oh, look at you. You'll just get out of the way automatically now, huh? Alright. Let's look through some of these crystals. What do we have here? My, quite the collection. I can imagine you have a little trouble with that one. I'll take that constipated look on your face as yes. One of two things could be your problem. One, you're actually quite pathetic with your use of Ember. Or two, the memories are all mixed up. In its fullest form, memories now flow freely inside. If you break a section off, who is to say you have obtained a coherent chunk? In simpler terms, you might have 1 minute of their morning, another of their yesterday afternoon, and one of their tomorrow's evening. See? All tangled up and out of order. You won't unlock the memories. You'll have to find them all, and make them whole again. I would give up if I were you. There's honestly no telling how many shards there are. Besides, you can trust me when I say that the owner of the house's memories is the one responsible for trapping us here. Believe it or not, I'm on your side. No telling how many. Good things she said there were 7. Best to try again when we're ready. I'm ready now. There we go. The memory stone has been reforged. Navigating through the memories will no longer be a problem. Oh. Well, that makes it sound a lot easier. Huh. Well. Welcome to your new home. It may not be anything like the city, but a cabin tucked deep in the woods can be rather cozy. I know this is sudden, but as you've already been told, you hold a tremendous amount of power, Abigail. You may not see it now, but under my tutelage, you will see that you alone have the power to bring light back to our people. Whoa, did you see that? Perhaps it is too soon to begin training under the full moon. What? Why? It is without a doubt that our abilities become stronger during the full moon. While the reason is not clear, I have always suspected that the energies emitted by the moon must resonate in phase to that of our embers. Consider it this way. My family's magic is to create seals. Creating one is not difficult, but keeping it active is challenging. Think back to our lesson about the natural flow of energy. Energy is part of nature, such that there is a constant flux or flow between the earth, the oceans, and all living creatures that inhabit the world. Right. If you don't disturb that natural flow too greatly, then what just happened happens. And add the constant shifting of the moon? That's impossible. Is that why your seals become more noticeable during a full moon? The delicate and precise nature of creating my family's seals are truly an art that takes many decades to master. That was incredible. I can't believe you sealed the bog witch in that thing. Will I be doing this next? Slow down, Abigail. While you may have progressed rather quickly, there is still much for you to learn. Hey, can you seal a devourer too? To a certain extent, yes. Then why not just seal every devourer out there? You know as well as I do how that is very much impossible. But what about the mirror you showed me? As convenient as that may sound, it's far too dangerous. They already surpass us when using our own magic. Taking them to a world filled with immeasurable energies could yield disastrous results. Well, what if magic stopped existing? A silly question that will never happen. But you said it was possible. Imagine taking away a gift you were born with. No one under any circumstances would give that up. I don't think that it's important. Give it time, Abigail. You'll see how truly significant you are. Come out, prodigy girl. This seal will not last forever. Who is this monster? Her finding us should have been impossible. Be it the full moon, the wandering woods should have consumed her. What's the matter? Do you not want to test your strength against me? I've had it. I won't sit here any longer. No. She's way too powerful. But do not worry, there's something I can do. Release me. You damned witch. Incredible. I can't believe you did it. It's a sacred sealing technique from my family. Not even their kind will be able to escape. I promise to rip your head from your shoulders. Great, now I'll have to put up with her screams. The seal will be complete in a moment. Not even a rumble will be felt a hair's breadth away. But what will he do now? Listen, Abby. I'm going to seal this cabin and further enshroud it from the world. By doing so, the state of this cabin will be preserved and prevent the prison from breaking. Everything inside will remain inside. All except for you, of course. What are you suggesting? For as long as I live, my magic will remain active. But the amount of ember demanded to maintain all these spells is quite draining. At best, I can imagine myself enduring only a week. That is, at least on this plane. Now then. You can't go. Abby, please don't. I still remember the day you arrived. You were only 12, so young and so shy. And I felt a bit timid on the idea of taking you in. But look at us now. Watching you grow up has been an absolute treasure. And now is the time for the two of us to play our roles in restoring our people's freedom. Our time as master and apprentice are over. You're now an adult, Abigail. You must step forward and act as one. But where would I go? What would I do without you? The next part will be difficult, but you won't be alone for long. Find my sister. She will be able to lead you from here. You'll have no one. You'll be alone. Then you better do your best. I'll be counting on you. It already started. The memories, the seal. Why? Your sister is gone. I thought my being able to return to this cabin was a sign to bring you home. But I'm unable. The memory seal below has begun to take its effect. But how else would I be able to protect your mirror, to protect you? A child with untold potential, a prophecy to return humanity's freedom. To what potential do I have when I cannot even save you? Save you. Save you? Why must I save you? It's happening. The seal that makes me forget. But I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget you. So what must I do? What must I do to not forget you, to not leave you? What must I do to keep you safe? So, we still got some questions. Who the heck are you, lady? Are you what is sealed in the cabin? And you're starting to break free because of these memories getting loose? Guess we'll be able to find out soon, huh? I would say you have a rather unimpressed look on your face. But believe me, this mirror is the single most important item in this whole cabin. Say, Mouse, I take it that you are not a caster. I also take it that I am no longer within my century, let alone decade. You see, this little log cabin belongs to one of said casters. An annoying witch, to be more accurate. And no matter how hard we try, neither of us would be able to escape from this musty shed. At least, not until we stop her. There's a particular knife with magical properties somewhere in this cabin. If you cut yourself with it and smear your blood on this mirror, it will take us straight to her. And do not fret, this time I will stand by your side. Think you can find it? I would not be surprised if it was something the apprentice held onto this whole time. I think I know just where it is. Lying on the bed is a knife. Could this be the knife she was referring to? I'll take that. It's a peculiar knife with magical properties. Sadly, your eyes will not be able to see the sigils, but I assure. Oh. What is this I'm sensing in your possession? It would seem you have found it after all. Fantastic job. All you have to do now is draw enough blood and smear it across the mirror. You're capable of doing that, correct? Well, if you would like, I can do it for you, though no promise to say that I will not get carried away. On the palm, Mouse, I would have chosen an arm. Quite the masochist you are. Relax, I only tease. Go on, smear it across the mirror and get ready. Oh, and fair warning. You may want to tense up the muscles around your waist. Mouse. Mouse. Really, now is not the time to be dreaming. But look all around us. We made it. Quite disappointing, honestly. It could have been anything, and it is no more than a reconstruction of that same damn cabin. Nevertheless, we're here. Welcome to the witch's realm. A pocket world, I suppose you could say. And the moment we stepped inside, we've walked straight into danger. We should be aware. Oh, she should be aware of our arrival. Because you see, and not to brag, but I'm somewhat of a beacon to her. And yet, nowhere. How unsettling. Scurry with the lightest of steps, dear mouse. Oh, can't save. Ignore it. We need to focus on finding her. Alright. Hold on. I am sensing her. Mouse, it's me. I'm speaking to you through the orb. I cannot believe but that damn hag teleported me. Not sure where, but she has another one of her blasted seals. Damn that witch. She's using the seal to squeeze the life out of me. Mouse, you're gonna have to find me. That rumbling earlier was her splitting the world. My bet is that her focus is solely on me, meaning that anything she teleports will likely head towards my direction. You aside, of course. But if you can find a way to have her teleport those lanterns, you should be able to focus on them to find a path to me. Except we do have one small problem, I know how much you like using that orb as a torch, but fair warning, the moment she senses magic, she'll come rushing straight towards it. Now I've noticed her eyes have been completely scratched out, but her ability to sense magic is beyond exceptional. Use the orb wisely and only when you must. And do not bother with that light stick of yours. The abundance of energy in this world disrupted its functionality. Well, regardless, you don't have a choice. Oh, well. Hurry yourself up. Connection has been reached. Any of those transportation crystals should now lead to her. Well, about time. These damn restraints keep getting tighter and tighter. Pardon me for my rudeness, but I've not exactly the patience for you to stand there gawking at me. Hurry up and break this seal. Right. You understand that I'm the only one who can kill that witch, right? Enough already. We're past me devouring your ember. Now will you have to use your words? Mouse, you have a very unique power, but currently at a level far from where I need it. It is needed to be in order to defeat her. But that's acceptable because I do have a very unique power. As long as you give me permission, I'm able to take some of yours and use it at my current skill level. And trust me, it'll be more than enough to take care of her. But it's crucial for you to allow me to consume some of it. All you have to do is trust me and say yes. Do we have a deal? Are you kidding me? You are absolutely kidding me. We're dead, Mouse. You keep this up and we're dead. The witch will be here in seconds, and when she does, she will kill the both of us. Don't be a moron. Agree to lend me your power so I can end this before she ends us. Finally. What just happened? She's shorter. The world has changed again. The path back to the room is no longer there. Not to mention that the witch has disappeared. But why was I spared? Is she ignoring me? Why is she just sitting there? Could it be she does not see me as a threat? What's going on? There's no sound, no warmth that comes from the blue flame. Everything feels so numb. The mirror. There has to be a way back. The page is titled The Forbidden Spell. Before the age of civilization, gods walked alongside man. That's the story we've been told since childhood. This spell, the Forbidden Spell, is said to be a gift from the gods. And what an incredible spell it is. By scribing ancient text of the gods using our family's blood, we're able to create a world within a mirror. A simple wish, that's all it takes. Not even a thought need cross the mind, and the world builds upon itself. Time holds still and death behaves, unnaturally. Truly marvelous, yet deceitful. Casting this spell into this world is rather easy, but escape is impossible. How truly vile, and thus I dub thee the caster's trap. It seems that only the blood from our family is capable of activating this spell. Is this spell truly a blessing, or curse devised out of spite for one's wishful greed? May the discoveries of its secrets be scribed to the passage of these pages, and down the generation of our bloodline, for one day our family will grow. It is only to my regret that I shall never learn of it myself. Ah, the mirror. Family. Blood. The knife used to get me here has completely vanished. Now what? It is a bit simplified, but it looks about as good as home. You'd be rather disappointed in the simple appearance I've chosen, wouldn't you? But you should know me well enough to know that I've always been a simple lady. Oh, how I wish I could see you meet my sister. The stark difference will leave you speechless. Say, would you be offended if I kept the days? I can only imagine so. How wonderful it has been to watch you grow up. I can only imagine the woman you'll turn into when I see you again. Who knows, maybe you'll even be the one to bypass the spell's bloodline requirement. Ha! Already I'm speaking delusions. Surely that'd be asking for too much. I instead need to find my entertainment while I wait. A rather unique world, but how disappointing. No heat nor sound comes from the fireplace. This is perhaps the biggest disappointment of all. You'd think the same, wouldn't you? It's hardly been a minute, and already I'm thinking too much into your future. Either way, as you grow, I cannot allow myself to lull. Perhaps I can pick up a useful skill or two as well. With the abundant energy in this world, I cannot imagine levitation to be challenging. If anything, that will send your mind for a trip to the moon and back. Alright, let us begin. We'll get stronger together, my dear Abigail. Secret End? The Nameless Heroes? Mouse, it seems you have not yet dealt with the Apprentice. That is unfortunate. Alright. The knife is no longer here. How is that possible? Oh my god. Mouse, as you can guess, the amateur apprentice created another seal. Some protege. Regardless, one memory should break it. The only problem is that it could be anywhere in this cabin. Then again, you do have that orb. Imagine you know how to track Remnant's energies by now. It'll be just like finding the connection between you and those lanterns. Except it will be between you and her. Makes sense. Focus and you'll have to pick up the trails of her energy, including items she has hidden. Easy enough. Just don't die. Oh, you obtained pendant. Mouse, I've come up with a plan B. It'll be difficult, but head towards the mirror. Good luck. What the heck? Ta-da! You're welcome. So, seeing as we're now on speaking terms, go on. Your face is just dripping with questions. I do wonder if these count. Who was she? The coming end, the savior, and more so the abolisher. She was supposedly a prodigy. One said able to cast magic of any type. Fire in one hand while lightning in the other. Ha! An overstatement if you ask me. Though, she was young. She could have matured by even a few years. Then who knows what sort of wrath she would have unleashed. What'd you do to her? Really? Do you not know? Obviously, she died and turned into a spirit. Seriously, not a single clue. In what century has your kind no longer acknowledged ghosts? When a caster dies, the magical essence that is their spirit can latch on to this world due to their strong will or lingering resentment. However, all one needs to do is purify the bones and burn them. Then the spirit will be vanquished. You seem confused about how I acquired the bucket of bones from your belongings. Well, call it even. I'm equally as confused as to how you have been lugging it around this whole time. Now what, are you confused about the process? Hey, don't look so bewildered at me. It is the lore from your world, after all. Who or what are you? Nothing more than a victim, just like yourself, locked and caged away in this cabin with only one hope to escape. Shall we get moving? Alright. I believe it's finally time. As it so happens, that little knife of hers was exactly what we needed. What a coincidence, huh? Ask and so shall it be received. Now all that remains, just a little nick of blood to smear in the mirror. No need to get carried away. Oh, talking mood now, are we? You best not forget. It's not you who holds the power here. It's not you who decides to inquire about me, but I who decides to allow you to know more. I didn't mean much by it. I'm beginning to prefer you more when you were a mouse. We're about done here. I would like it to be this century that I may finally leave. Give me the hand. What can I say? I suppose I've grown a soft spot for you, Mouse. But do not let that get to your head. What comes next is most important. Welcome to the Witch's Realm, a pocket world, I suppose you could say. And the moment we stepped inside, we brought straight into danger. Well, about time. Pardon me for my rudeness, but I have not exactly the patience for you to stand there and gawking at me. Hurry up and break this seal. Right. You understand that I am the only one who can kill that witch, correct? What I'm about to propose will sound utterly ridiculous, but I assure you that there is no other way for our survival. I have a unique ability that allows me to use magic given to me, but you should know magic comes from the greatest depth within us. Your kind call it ember, but your present-day word would call it soul. I need your permission to consume a small part of your ember, just enough to break free and kill the witch. Do we have a deal? Yeah. Good. You'll need to imagine a spiritual link flowing from your heart into me. First, close your eyes and empty your mind. Excellent. Now I need you to focus onto me, similar to how you would use those lanterns. And also, this will hurt by a little. It's been far too long. Oh my god. Oh my, could it possibly be? Why, yes. Oh, is that not ironic? This is glorious, truly a spectacle. Go on, scream. Scream until your lungs explode. No. You are oblivious. You can sense me. You know I'm standing right here. But you cannot see me. You cannot even fathom the situation you are in. And it's all due to your own driven madness. You are pathetic. How very disappointing. After all this time, and this was our finale. Look at her now, disgusting. But truly, none of this would have been possible without you, Mouse. My sweet, loyal, courageous mouse. I mean, just imagine. Without your trust, without our powers combined, could this be what you casters call fate? Had I forcefully taken your ember, how much would have been lost? The process is sloppy after all. My brethrens would have devoured for just a mere drop. But that was what made me different. It's not the barbaric conquest that makes glory, but the trust, synergy, and power created by the joining of two. Am I not correct? Ah, I see. Yes, I suppose it is hard to concentrate in such an unwelcoming place. After all, there is a severed head no further than a few steps. I apologize for the rambling. By all means, do lead us back. The head of the witch has been completely severed. Oddly enough, there is no blood. Could this be part of her being or this world? What's the matter, Mouse? Do you not find my work to be a bit too much for you to bear? At least appreciate the elegance of not needing to drill my fist through her chest. There's no need to be here any longer. Alright, let's get out of here. Ta-da! The world is back in one piece. No more wandering from one room to the next. I even made the path back to the mirror straightforward. You're welcome, by the way. I thought I would leave this here as a nice little touch for you, Mouse. I sure hope you appreciate it. What's the matter, Mouse? Are you not able to open the portal back to our world? Of course not. No caster can. You know, I like you, Mouse. When we first met, I thought I would rip your heart out and devour your ember. What a mistake that would have been. But thankfully you were persistent. Keeping that cold shoulder of yours, that was very smart. Tell me, did you come up with that yourself? There's a uniqueness to your kind of your embers. It's almost as if it reaches out, as if your species were meant to connect and interact with one another. I've noticed that the more you do, the brighter your ember radiates from the heart. It makes the process of devouring a lot easier, and a lot less lost during the extraction process. But I sure am glad that even events played out differently, especially when I realized who you really were. Not to mention the special synergy between us, surely you felt it too, right? So I'll grant you a deal. Your body, your mind, your ember, give them to me. As you've already seen, the ember you gave to me burned away like fuel. However, if you were to give all your ember to me, that would not be a problem. Now, in exchange for this deal, I'll grant you a life of your greatest desires. You'll be transported to a whole new world, and all the memories of this one will be erased. Call it a dream if you will, but I feel as though that word fails to capture its true essence. After all, it will be nothing like going to sleep at night. Everything will look, feel, sound, smell, and even taste real. Time will move on as usual, and you'll get to enjoy a long and happy life until old age. Think about it. Has your upbringing been unfortunate thus far? Poverty, abuse, abandonment? Or perhaps not that at all? Perhaps there was something you had done, something you regretted, maybe an accident. Could there have been someone you'd lost, someone with whom you were not granted enough time, Someone whose life had been cheated from you. Maybe there was something at the very least needed to be said. Imagine a place where the people you care most about can be happy. A life that all you deserved. See, not a dream. I'd just call it a renewed beginning. And do not concern yourself with realism and fiction as long as you consider this new life. Then it will be the only one that exists. As I said, I like you, Mouse. I do not make this sort of deal often, and there was something special about our shared experiences. You should know by now that my promises are sacred. There should be no need for any hesitation in mind. I just need your word. Do we have a deal? Excellent, I knew you would not disappoint. This will only feel uncomfortable for about a second. Wake up. Come on now, at least wait until you're my age before you go all senile. Looks like old Grampy made it another Christmas, huh? How about a chug of our annual nog to that? Ah, that's good, kiddo? Hey, that's a good hat you've got on there. Looks like we're matching today. I could have sworn I put on the red one this morning. Oh well. The day will be over by the time I get myself changed into that. Might as well just sit and enjoy the nog. So, why don't you tell me what you were staring off about? Nothing's better than a fire, some nog, and a story. As a matter of fact, kiddo, that reminds old Grampy of a story. Tad late for a stroll. You really believe in that dream of yours about that cabin and that blonde girl, don't ya? She sure must be a pretty one, huh? Well, like your parents, I can't say I believe in such a thing either. But I also don't see you as a liar seeking attention. You've always had an honest drive when it came to these sorts of things. I suppose if I were your age, I'd be the one sneaking out there myself. Whatever you find out there, kid, Just come back with a good story. Okay? Don't worry about me telling your folks. Heck, at my age, this all could have just been a dream. I think you'll find the ambience of this fireplace to be more fitting than the flashlight. Why don't you go ahead and turn it off? I do have to say, you've arrived much sooner than I imagined. You always find a way to impress me. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mouse. I'd rather us not play games. I believe everything should be in order now. So, what do you think? Isn't it the world I promised? It is truly different than the typical caster's world. Not for lust, wealth, or fortune, what a rather mundane wish. Though I suppose he is a rather unique man, I can easily tell who you'd taken after. Well then, Mouse, let's get down to why you're here, shall we? As promised, all you wish to know about me is yours. I know you're not much of a talker, but do ask away. Do you control this world? Control? No. I may have created this world, but none of it is my control, neither is it yours. Let's pretend that I knew your mother. To you, she may seem as a protective, but to me, let's just assume a caring mother. Thus, we'd have our own perception of her, and thus an augmented world. Except this world is not created by either of our perceptions. Instead, it's made thanks to your ember. The closest word we'd use for ember would probably be soul. It isn't a perception of you, but instead is you. Recall what I mentioned about the ember of your kind likes to reach outward as if desiring to interact with others. Well, when two casters meet, their embers create a sort of spiritual link. Get how this works now. All beings in this world is not based on either of our perceptions of them, but instead is an embodiment of their true selves, as according to their ember. What makes this world possible is how the embers are all connected. On one hand, you may have never met your father's father, but your father has, and such, your ember is linked to your father's, as his is to his father's. And presto, the whole world is born. The only change I make is the minor wish your heart desired. Afterwards, the world moves on its own. It really is fascinating, isn't it? Illusions and manipulation of a caster's ember happens to be my specialty. Trust me when I say that no one else could have achieved what I've done for you. This world truly is unique. What happened to the real me? When I said all of you would become mine, I didn't mean only your ember. But do not worry. I use it sparingly. Call it respect for the time we've spent together in this hellhole. Not to mention that originally I am a lady after all. But if you were curious about what happened to you on the outside world, then you've died. Or I suppose the official statement is lost. Your friends and family spent quite the time looking for you. Turns out the mysterious cabin was real. Your whole village was baffled. They even went as far as to calling it cursed. The kids began calling each other witches, and soon it caught on for the adults. It eventually ended with the cabin burning to the ground. A shame, really, though I couldn't help but feel a bit of joy to watch it all burn down. I know it's where we met, but do remember that I was stuck there for much longer than I should have been. Far much longer. I digress. Anyways, it's quite the trickle-down effect, isn't it? And all because you simply disappeared. What's the matter, feeling a bit of regret? Don't. That world is no longer where you belong. It's now only a part of what if. And in what if you turned left instead of taking right, or what if you woke up an hour earlier than you did this morning? Besides, it's been roughly a year since you've snuck out of your home that night. Not long after your disappearance, your parents divorced. After all, they each had such opposing opinions for raising a child. Your father moved and remains grumpy and alone while your mother lives with her sister. I believe your disappearance proved their weakness of being adequate parents. However, don't let that bother you. Your real parents are here now. Besides, isn't it better that he's here again too? So, does this suffice for everything you need? Who or what are you? For a second I did not believe you had the orb to ask. When we met, I suspected that much time had passed, but the true amount far exceeded my expectations. Long ago, your kind called yourselves casters. The reason is quite obvious: magic was an everyday commonality. Yet now, not a single human knows the existence of embers. Not to mention that my kind had long disappeared, making me the last on your world. That's right, Mouse, I'm not from your world. Aliens, what a funny word your kind uses for beings from outside of Earth. Quite hilarious, too. Big gray heads and bulgy black eyes, ha. Devourers. That was the word your kind used back then. Quite the proper term, too. 'Cause you see, your embers happen to be quite the snack for our kind. Except here's the thing, it was food, but not by necessity. It allowed us to replicate the power your embers specialized in, and did so several times stronger. You can ask me how it worked, but I couldn't explain it. And quite frankly, that suits me just fine. What's the matter, Mouse? I believe your kind saw yourselves at the top of the food chain until we arrived. It becomes quite the different story when you're the ones fighting for survival, doesn't it? If you're an alien, then how did my kind come to your world? A question I hardly know myself. One day, a portal just opened in our world. You can only imagine where it led us. And wow, Mouse, was that not a blessed day? Our kind was always fighting on our world. Strong was separated from the weak, and you know what? I actually found it rather annoying. But then your world magically appeared, and your embers were so easy for us to reach. At some point, competing for the mightiest began to get old, and devouring just became a sport of fun. Why? Because tormenting is what's in our blood. That's right, Mouse, that's who you made a deal with. Does that bother you? No. Please, Mouse, you're only kidding yourself. You're lucky. If I were any other kind, I'd have reached in and devoured your ember from the moment we've met. But I always preferred a more civilized approach. While my siblings were calling for ember, I made deals. But what caster would make a deal with a devourer? Well, I suppose if the deal was honest and better than their current living situation, then how could they say no? I gave casters honest, renewed lives, and in return I got the same one I received from you. A fair trade, don't you think? But now I suppose all of that is gone. I'm the last of my kind on your planet. not another single devourer on Earth. Yet at the same time, not another single human aware of magic. It's completely barren. The true reason why I came to this cabin was because I was tasked with killing the caster prodigy. She was the one who defeated here inside the cabin. The one in the mirror realm was her master, someone not far from the top of my list either. Anyway, this may not sound like much, but the Emperor only specialized in other basic or advanced skills. Those born with advanced skills can influence one or two elements of nature, while basic skill users can only conjure simple spells like seals. The Prodigy, on the other hand, was different. She was an advanced skill user with no limits at all. It just so happened that she was in her early years of learning basic casting. Yet in the end, those two managed to get the upper hand of me, ending with the Master having sealed me in that room. Next thing I knew, I was freed, we met, and the whole world was completely different. I doubt the Prodigy actually succeeded, considering the state of things upon my freedom, but something has certainly happened. My kind is completely gone. Your kind somehow developed into a state where embers are just about as obsolete. But in the end, your kind still exists. What an ironic fate to my freedom. While this conversation may not have been to your complete liking, you can consider that to be comforting. How about this? That grandfather of yours. At some point, he will pass. It is to keep the parallel flow to your original world, but based on the connection between the two of your embers, he'd be proud in the way you grew up. You muster some guilt in you, and if your joy is not allowed by his passing. That's not true, Mouse. In fact, it'd be selfish for you to assume a guilty role in his death. The assumption you have of his feelings is the only thing fake about this recreated world. Those are not his feelings, but yours acted upon his. The evidence is in every moment you've spent with him thus far in this reality. So enough hiding behind self-guilt and gain some backbone. I suppose this ends our conversation for today. And don't worry, Mouse. This knowledge is yours to keep. I won't erase it. You truly are a unique one. Of all the casters I've dealt with, only you were able to remember me. Though I suppose times are different now. If you don't mind, do visit from time to time. Visit? What am I saying? Somehow I've become soft. Whether or not you regard me as less, I do respect you. Know that you'll be able to live your life here without any interference. After all, we've made a deal. Huh. There's just no hole here now. The realism of this wall is pretty incredible. Was I wrong to have sided with her? No. No, you weren't. Renewed beginnings. Well, Mouse. I mean, consider the alternative. The two of us stuck here for all eternity. That knife we used, it was a one-way ticket. It was left behind when we went sent into this world. The skills required to bring us back is impossible for your kind. Why else would the witch be trapped here? Oh, Don't forget to mention how hurt and betrayed I'll feel. After all we've been through, I can't imagine you would want to say no. What are you? Feels though you've learned much more today than your entire existence combined. I'm not exactly a being of this world. But do not be alarmed. We've spent much time together. And who cares for what species I am? I already consider you as a friend. Would you consider me as a friend as well? No. Is that so? Well, I will admit, that is quite disappointing. Nevertheless, the offer still stands. Do we have a deal? No. What? Surely you jest. The two of us would be stuck here for all eternity. You stuck with me, a being much mightier and smarter than your kind. Truly, you do not wish to suffer such an idiotic fate when you can be living in your own paradise. What if we said deal now? Thinking back on her words, it sounds as though I truly will have a second chance in life. A world where he is alive. Meeting this lady and the events have been such a good distraction, but the truth is he's gone. He's gone in this world, and choosing to say no would be to slap away at the only opportunity. Life will come with challenging options, those of which you will have to decide on your own. Whichever you decide, believe in it, and decide without regret. I'm sorry, deal. No. No. No? I am a devourer of your kind. Much mightier, faster, and smarter than you, and you say no? In this world, death begs differently. I will torture you. I'll cut you to pieces, and when I am done, you will be put back together so we can start all over again. And then you will beg, wishing to take back your answer, but it will be too late. You hear me, mouse? No, not a mouse, more like a rat. You hear me, rat? You are going to suffer. A devourer is capable of hibernating, but you, no. You are just a mere human. You saw the witch. Your mind too will break, and when it finally does, I'll devour your ember and use what's left to find myself a way out a way to escape. You will live every second in regret, rat. You will truly suffer. Whoops, were you going somewhere? Guess who? How about you try again? Stop snapping. And again. Neat. The will of this world bends to the strongest wielder. So what will you do, rat? Seriously? You think seals at your level could work against me? Me? That is just hysterical. That's right. Keep running. What a worthless little rodent you are. New game, pick a limb, any limb. This is it. But that is fine. She will remain trapped. Perhaps this way, I'll get to see you again. Either way, I have no regret. And sacrifice. Alright, everybody, that's going to be it for Caster's Trap. What did you guys think of this story? I was going to say, there was definitely bits and pieces where you're going to definitely have to think about the story for a bit to be able to get it. I think that there was an entire lore in a companion document. I'm not quite sure that I should be sharing that, though, because it was a supporting document. But it goes into the details about how this game had been in development for a couple of years. Good for you, man, for persevering and working through on something for several years. I can tell this is a real passion project, and I look forward to seeing any other RPG Maker games or other games you make in the future. So, I guess that's going to be it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.